Welcome to the Thinkit Media podcast. I am your host, and today we will be diving into performance-first conversion, 5 design and SEO fixes to speed pages and increase leads.
Picture this, a high-intent visitor clicks your ad, lands on your pricing page, and a spinner sits there for 7 seconds. They close the tab, and your lead just evaporated. That's revenue slipping through a performance problem.
Ouch, we see that all the time. Slow pages don't just hurt rankings, they kill conversions immediately. Today, we're going to show 5 fixes you can apply fast with real metrics to watch so you actually know if you're winning. Let's dive in.
Here's the promise. In the next 10 minutes, we'll cover measurement and targeting, image and media optimizations, critical rendering path changes, reining in third-party scripts, and server and caching tactics. For each fix, you'll get quick wins to try this week, the specific metric to track, and when to call in development. Most definitely, you can drive real leads without a full redesign.
To keep this practical, think business metrics. Time to interactive, largest contentful paint, form completion rate, and conversion rate per traffic source. We pair technical moves to those business goals so you don't optimize pixels and forget leads.
Section 1. Measure and target. Run a fast audit and pick realistic KPIs. First step, run a lighthouse or page speed insight scan and capture baseline numbers for LCP, FID/INP, CLS, and time to interactive. Write them down. You can't improve what you don't measure.
Quick win. Create a single spreadsheet with baseline scores, top landing pages, and conversion rates. Prioritize pages that have both high traffic and high intent. Pricing, contact, demo requests. Those pages deserve first focus because a small speed gain there moves the needle.
Targeting tip. Set achievable goals. Instead of chasing perfect core web vitals, aim for a 20 to 40% reduction in time to interactive on your priority pages in the first sprint. That kind of improvement is tangible and can lift conversions quickly.
Also, watch real user metrics, not just lab tests. Use a real user monitoring tool or Google Analytics Web Vitals reports to see what actual visitors experience. If mobile users see worse performance, start mobile first. Most of your customers are on phones.
Section 2. Image and media optimization. A massive, low-hanging fruit. Images are often half the page weight. First, serve responsive images with search set and sizes so the browser only downloads what it needs.
Quick wins you can implement this week. Convert large hero and product images to modern formats like WebP or AVIF. Compress them with a quality target that preserves detail, think 70 to 80%, and set explicit width and height attributes to prevent layout shift. Those changes often shave seconds off LCP and cut bandwidth.
Video and background media. Lazy load non-critical video and use poster images with low file size. If you autoplay video on the hero, consider swapping it for an optimized GIF or a short muted clip served from the CDN, only if it truly improves conversions.
Metric to watch here. Largest contentful paint and total page weight. If you reduce page weight by 30%, LCP often follows. Measure before and after using a lab test plus real user metrics to confirm the impact.
Section 3. Critical rendering path and code. The place that separates fast from faster. Inline only the critical CSS needed for above-the-fold content and defer the rest. That gives paint priority and reduces time to first interaction.
JavaScript rules many slow pages. Defer non-essential scripts, use async where appropriate, and split heavy bundles. A small change like marking analytics scripts as async or loading non-essential widgets after user interaction can drop first input delay significantly.
Here's a quick checklist. Identify render blocking CSS and JS, inline critical CSS, lazy load below the fold content, and audit front-end bundles for unnecessary libraries. The payoff is faster interactivity and fewer abandoned forms.
Point 4 ties directly into that. Third-party scripts and UX trade-offs. Marketing pixels, chat widgets, and personalization scripts can be heavy. Identify the top 5 third-party tags by blocking time and question their ROI.
Adopt a staged loading strategy. Prioritize only essential tags on initial load, defer the rest until after interactivity, and consider privacy-first loading, where pixels execute after consent. Sometimes placing a lightweight placeholder for a chat widget and loading it on click is enough to preserve conversion while reclaiming speed.
One concrete test. Remove a non-essential tag for a week on a high-intent page and compare conversions. If conversion stays the same, you just reclaimed performance for no lost value. That's a win you can scale.
Section 4, and the last technical point. Server, caching, and CDN strategies. Use edge caching for static assets, enable gzip or Brotli compression, and ensure your origin server responds quickly for dynamic endpoints, like form submissions or API calls.
Quick wins. Set proper cache headers for images and static files, employ a CDN with edge logic for assets, and add simple caching on your API endpoints where possible. For forms, implement debounce and server-side rate limiting so spikes won't bring forms to a crawl.
When to call a developer. Any cache invalidation strategies, changes to critical CSS, or bundle splits need careful deployments and smoke testing. Don't push changes live without a rollback plan. Over-optimizing prematurely can break functionality.
Recap. Measure and prioritize pages that matter. Optimize images and media. Trim the critical rendering path. Control third-party scripts. And lock down server and CDN performance. Each change should map back to a business metric, so you measure lead impact, not just technical wins.
How Thinkit Media helps. We run focused audits to identify the biggest lead impact fixes, create prioritized implementation roadmaps with quick wins, handle staged deployments and smoke tests, and track lead metrics post-launch so you can see real ROI. We avoid long locked-in contracts and aim for measurable lift fast.
We also help with training your team to keep performance in the roadmap. Small habits like proper image handling and tag governance prevent regressions. Most definitely, that ongoing discipline turns one-time wins into consistent lead growth.
If you want the checklist we mentioned, a one-page performance checklist that maps fixes to the KPIs you should measure, we've got it ready for you. Subscribe to the Thinkit Media podcast and head to our site to grab the free resource. Let's talk about this.
Subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss future episodes, where we'll dig into testing, tracking, and turning speed wins into sustained conversion gains. That sounds great.
We appreciate you listening and hope to have you back for our next episode.